Hello everyone and welcome. This is Dr. Elena Eustache, and today's topic is about teenage suicide, something very sensitive that we don't talk about much, and it's mostly taboo. Let's go to our celebrities and hear what they have to say, which I find very interesting and helpful.
So we're here at the Matthew Silverman Foundation Gala. It is an annual gala hosted by Ron Silverman, who lost his son Matthew to tragic suicide.
His father has taken an unbelievable, tragic situation and turned it into something positive.
The Matthew Silverman Foundation is about teen suicide and depression, moreover, because it kind of deals with teens who a lot of times feel alone.
Sadly, my cousin actually committed suicide when he was in his early 20s, and that took me completely by surprise.
Well, something that's extremely devastating are just the facts which you can't argue with, and that teen suicide is the #1 cause of death from age 14 to 20.
I've lost my cousin to suicide, and I think, and it came as a complete shock, and I had no idea anything was wrong.
Well, I've been involved for years, as a supporter of Melissa and Ron's charity for their son that committed suicide years ago, and something that my husband and I actually came to support. And last year, my husband ended up taking his life, and it was something that really shook me to another level.
Teen suicide is a huge problem, and it's something that a lot of people don't want to talk about.
I think a topic such as teen suicide is not a sexy topic. It's actually taboo. And so how are teens supposed to talk about something that just isn't accepted by our society and culture?
Having learned about this charity and the fact that so many young Americans, are turning to the same thing, it's just anything I can do to help raise awareness to the cause is something I'm happy to be a part of.
Just coming out to support, it's amazing, and Melissa's done a great job with the foundation and organizing this, and so I'm just honored to be here.
The #1 cause of death in the country is suicide, taking your own life. And from an entertainment standpoint, we're able to reach so many people vocally and visually that if you can save one life, it's worth it.
I think it's something so beautiful to put a voice behind and to let people know that it's okay not to be okay.
For the parents that are watching us right now and would like to maybe learn something about how they could prevent that for their children, what would you say?
We have to talk about it. There's not enough discussion about it. There's an unfortunate stigma that's still attached to suicide, so people try to hide, maybe go under the rug and not be obvious, and there are some few special people who are able to muster the courage to stand up and speak up, and that's what we need, more discussion about it and more active communication with young adults.
Put the iPad and the iPhone down and have dinner with your children every single night.
I think it has a lot to do with social media, and with Facebook and Twitter and cyberbullying and stuff like that. So, I mean, you can get bullied inside your own home, and that's a terrible thing.
There are signs you can look for, and I would educate yourself on what those signs are, because oftentimes we get so busy in our day-to-day lives that we're not kind of attuned to what those anchors are.
The kids have to just kind of reach out to the elders or people to help support and get them through that.
Are their grades slipping, or are they giving things away? I mean, there's things that you can look for. So I would just say to educate yourself and to know what those signs are.
Would you know any of those signs?
Yeah, I mean, two of those signs. One is if they're slipping their grades in school. If they start giving away personal belongings, that's a sign that they might be depressed.
This story seriously really touched me, but I'm going to ask this question. If it's one thing you could do different today and you could advise the parents, what would you do?
I think, honestly, you don't really know there's a problem because they don't talk to you about it. They keep it very closed up. So I think if I could take anything back, I would ask him more questions and learn from his silence that there's a problem.
One thing that I didn't do, because bear in mind, when my son took his life, which was almost 9 years ago now, I didn't know anything about suicide. It was the farthest thing from my mind. So today I unfortunately know a lot about it, and what I should have done at the time, or would have done if I had another chance, is to say, Matthew, are you thinking about hurting yourself?
If you think your child is depressed, ask them. ask them, you might think that it might pull them to want to commit suicide if they're thinking about it, but 9 times out of 10, if you ask a kid, are you considering hurting yourself? It gets them talking, whether they're pissed off at you for asking the question or they actually just say, you know what, I'm really bummed.
Let's talk about it. There's a notion that if you raise that subject, you may put a concept in someone's mind that they haven't considered before, but that's just a myth. The more you can get someone to talk, the better off hopefully they'll be.
I'm so sorry, I'm getting emotional.
That's okay.
I lost a brother like that, and
You did, huh?
yeah, I did. He jumped from the 7th floor, and we don't know why.
When
but
was that?
10 years ago.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's him. It's 9-10 years old.
If you look through this room, there's not a family that has not had some tragedy like that.
I know.
If you could give any advice, first of all, to the teen, what would you say?
This too shall pass. Don't take it too seriously. Life's tough, but don't let anyone get you down. You're the greatest. Don't let anyone tell you different.
Thank you, everyone, for your wonderful comments. And this is for the parents. Parents, it's really important that you spend quality times with your children. Don't let them watch TV all the time, sit at home and play social media and video games. They need to be outside. They need to be involved and do the things that are their passion and that they love, so they can have fun and enjoy and really spend lots of quality time with them. Ask them how they feel, and if you see any sign of depression, seek help. It's really important, and create an environment that's peaceful at home so the children can be balanced. And children, this one is for you. We all have rainy days. I've been there, your parents have been there, your loved ones have been there. We all have mood swings, and we grow and we have hormonal changes. Life happens. Don't take it so serious. Just talk about it. Talk to your teachers, to your parents, to your friends, share your feelings, and if you're not feeling happy, tell them what would make you more happy.